Now we get to my favorite part of creating any website, which is going to be the upload. Basically, the publishing of your site so the world can see it. So this is great. Dreamweaver can do all of that for you, provided you give it the necessary information. In fact, you can see my beautiful page here. I do have a live view on, but all of these pages I need to upload, so I'm going to go ahead and create a new site. Yes, I already have one created, but I'm going to create a new site. So here it says you're going to set up a local folder and a name for your Dreamweaver site. So Eva Jones is what we'll call this, and we'll point to that local folder where I've been building this site. So that's what I'm going to do. Going to my desktop, if you have access to the exercise files, it's exactly what I'm doing. I'm going into chapter 9, O2 begin. There's my website, and there's my index.html, which is actually already open. So I'm choosing a local root folder, is what I've just done there. So that looks good. I can click servers, and here's where you'll select the server that will host your pages on the web. I'm like, okay, that sounds like a good idea. You can have multiple servers, but really we just need to add one. So I'm going to add a new server. Right in here, I can give it a server name. This is actually hosted on GoDaddy server. And then from GoDaddy, what I need is I need the FTP address, the username, and the password. So whoever your hosting company is, they will provide you these three blanks. So that's what I'm going to go get now from GoDaddy.com in this case. So here I am on GoDaddy.com. I've logged in. I'm in my account. And really, this would be your hosting company, but I'm going to select website hosting. Scrolling down, I can see Eva Jones Design is being hosted, so I can click Launch to see all the details for the site. And as I take a look, I can see domains, FTP accounts, databases, all sorts of good stuff. Well, to be honest with you, it's ftp.evajones.com. That's the URL that I want. I can see there's FTP accounts as well. That's already added. So I can edit FTP user. Here's where I've already selected a name and given it a password as well. So whatever I enter in there, that will be my username and password. So that's provided by you to the hosting company, Eva Jones, and I happen to know the password. All right, so we know it's ftp.evajones.com. You can also use the IP address instead of the ftp.evajones.com. And as I scroll down, a lot of hosting companies will provide an FTP file manager. So you can use their file manager to upload those files. But hey, Dreamweaver makes it easy. And based on this information from my hosting company, now I can go back into Dreamweaver and hook this up. So I'm minimizing these pages. Going back into Dreamweaver, FTP is going to be ftp.evajonesdesign.com. IP address would also work there. Eva Jones is the username, and then the password that I've defined. And then we can click Test. And it says it's connected to the web server successfully. That's wonderful. If it doesn't, then it means you have one of these three fields incorrect. Also gives me the web URL, so the web URL can actually be www. Saving that, I can see that, GoDaddy servers, because they have a lot of servers that your content's being hosted on. This is my remote server. You can also set up a testing server too. But that's all I need to do. You don't have to worry about any of the other controls. Just click Save. You might get this pop-up, says keychain not found. This is if you're on a Mac, just hit cancel. And look what happens. It opens up your files panel and actually shows you the website. So check that out as I expand this a little more. I can see the path where this content exists, all those folders, all those files, including this index.html, and this is great. This is my local site. I really love this. In fact, I can view the remote server or the local view. So I can toggle between those. In fact, as I select remote server, it's going to connect to GoDaddy.com in this case, to my server, and show me all of those files. Here's what's on my server. Now, yours might not look like this, but there are basically some files that the hosting company has provided to you, usually, that they feel might be helpful to you, like a 404 page. That's what that missing HTML page is, and some additional things. But nonetheless, I can even click on this expand to show local and remote sites. I like this view because this helps me understand what's going on. So in here, I have my local files and then my remote files. And you can see that my local files are not on the remote server yet. So what do I need to do? Well, I need to upload them. So taking that index.html, for instance, as I select it, I can select put. So that is uploading. It says, hey, do you want to include the dependent files? Because there happens to be images and various things that are in these images folders, some CSS. Do you want to put that stuff up there as well? I'll say yes, sure, why not? And now it will upload all of those files. You can see the index is there on my remote server. CSS. Images. Looks like we have some Spry assets. I don't have to worry about making sure I upload those individual files. It does it all for me. All right, there it is. My index.html is actually now out on this remote server. So that being said, I can even now go check it. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'll close this panel and I'll launch a browser and go to that URL, typing in evajonesdesign.com. And here it is. You can see that page load in. Everything looks great. I love it. I can go to the About page. What's going to happen? Oh, here's that missing HTML page that shows up. Okay, it's because I haven't uploaded the About page. So really, that is my goal right now, is to upload the rest of the content. Now, you don't need to always expand the view. What you can do is you can just select all of these files. Okay, so keep in mind, I'm going to have this local view selected, and I'm going to just shift select all of those files and select put to put all of those files, including the dependent files, everything up on that remote server, so I have the complete site uploaded. All right, with that done, all my files are uploaded. I can go ahead and test it out in a browser. This is just really fun to do. Launching a browser window. Remember, this page was not there. In fact, I can just hit return. There's my About page. In fact, as I click the home page, About, scrolling down, looks great. Portfolio. You can see my portfolio in here, scrolling down, selecting any one of these, clicking through to each one of those images. You can see that everything looks great. All right, closing that. Lastly, you have the contact page. I can go ahead and say, I love your site. Testing out this form. There you are, your thank you page. So congratulations, if you did do this video, you now should have a site available out there on the World Wide Web for other people to see. And quite frankly, all I need to do is send them this URL and they'll be able to access it. Very cool. Dreamweaver making it easy and just really efficient for you to publish your own website.